Hey, what's up? So today I've got a Rocket League video for you, and the clip you're about to watch is kind of the preface for the rest of the video, and without it you'd have no context, and it wouldn't make any fucking sense. So, anyways, hope you enjoy, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Patty sounds like he's a character on his deathbed about to tell me something important. Remember. What is it? The key to life is... What is it? And he dies. And I have to go on thus beginning my hero's journey to figure out what the secret to life is.
Why am I the beginning of your hero's journey?
Because you were coughing and dying. See?
And he's still
doing it right now. He's still doing it now. Everyone knows you can't have a hero's journey without someone you know close to you dying. Just kind of the point.
Can I volunteer somebody else?
Well, I don't know anyone that sounds like you do right now.
You could also be like trying to find a cure.
too late. It's terminal.
Nah, I'm pretty sure you're dead.
Wow.
'Cause if this were like a medieval piece, like you'd be dying because you've got a cough.
You have the Black Plague.
And how old are you?
25, almost 26. So I
Oh
guess,
yeah, you'd be pretty much on your deathbed at this point. I'm
Peak of your life.
I'm in early retirement right now at 22. James is in his 50s.
Why is James in his 50s?
Because he's not in his 20s.
Yeah.
How about medieval lifespans here, Patty?
You're lucky you're even able to make it past like 6 months.
That's right. You've lived a long, fulfilling life. Yeah, my baby, she's 9. She's had a great life so far. She's 9 months old.
She'll be dead any
I
day.
love how you just assume everybody from the fucking Middle Ages is British.
Well,
They are.
I mean, they are. America didn't exist back then, I know that. Fuck!
It's a
They
shame.
stopped talking about
Huh.
British children dying. See, there he is again. The king is dead. Have you ever seen Shrek 2?
I hate you.
Or
Yeah.
the 3rd? Nah, Shrek the 3rd. When the king dies, the king frog dies. That's what he sounds like.
So you're calling me a frog. From Shrek.
I also called you... Yeah, I would want to be... That's pretty good to honor, to be a Shrek character.
A main Shrek character, nonetheless.
Yeah, he's a main character.
In one movie.
Here's what... Alright. I need
Patty
people's...
wants to be Shrek.
Huh?
I think Patty wants to be Shrek.
Well, nobody's Shrek. I'm Shrek. In my story, I'm Shrek. In James's story, James is Shrek. In Patty's story, Patty's Shrek. You're your own main
Am I
character.
though?
You're your own main character. You don't have to be your own main character. I just think it's kind of weird. You're not the main character. You know what I mean? Anyway, all right. I want everybody. I want
I think it'd be
everyone's.
more donkey.
I want everyone's opinions on this. So
Okay.
I've got my. All right. So I think Shrek would have been better off if it was. First off, if they deleted the 4th movie, and it was.
What fourth movie?
There's a 4th movie out
Oh,
there.
Jesus.
4th Shrek movie.
Okay, well, that's not existing in my canon.
Exactly. Anyway, I think the first movie would have been better, or I guess the whole trilogy would have been better if it was the Charming trilogy instead of having Lord Farquaad at the beginning. So what if, right? What if Lord Farquaad was a proxy for Charming? Okay? Or my sister brought this theory up, which I think is pretty cool. What if Lord Farquaad was Prince Charming's dad? We don't see his dad in Shrek in the second Shrek. There's no fairy godmother, right?
Right.
So what if that's who his dad is? Was Lord Farquaad?
I mean, it would
That's
explain the
just a
vendetta.
theory.
Right? Then that's why he likes Fiona's, because Fiona is his dad wanted Fiona and he didn't get Fiona. And he got eaten by a fucking dragon. So,
Well, it's assumed that it got eaten by the dragon.
what do you mean it's assumed he got eaten by the dragon? We saw it on screen.
Did we?
Yes. At the end of the first Shrek movie, Lord Farquaad gets gobbled up by the Quizzy Gobbler, the dragon. Damn, chill out, James. Fuck me. Okay. So that's my theory. And I'm gonna stick to it. That's my official canon for Shrek now. That Lord Farquaad was either a proxy for Charming, or he was Prince Charming's dad, which I like the dad theory better.
I think more uncle.
Nah. It's not as good as the dad. The dad
It's not
theory.
good, but like the hair color is different.
Well, yeah, but his mom's the fairy godmother. She can do whatever she wants, you know. Like that's why I'm saying, like, I think the trilogy as a whole would have been awesome if it was all Prince Charming from the beginning, and he was the ruler of Duloc or whatever the fuck. And then after that, he went to Far, Far Away to try and do it there. I think would be cool. That's what I would have done if I were DreamWorks.
It definitely would have given more,
like,
a more consistent
right
villain.
The first one feels disconnected from the other two. Plus, Prince Charming is a good character. He's a good villain. And I wish they would have used him the whole way out. Lord Farquaad just kind of sits around and doesn't do dick the entire movie.
Farquaad's not really supposed to be like the focal point.
I know, but still. Think about how interesting it would have been to have introduce Charming at near the end, right? As this like menacing figure at the end of the first movie, because his dad got eaten and he got word at Far, Far Away. So, like, long after, then we would have had so much more motivation for him. Because he had plenty. Pretty much his motivation was, oh, Shrek is king now, and I'm mad at that because I want to be king. If you really think about it, that's pretty much it. But if that was the case, wouldn't Lord Farquaad be the rightful heir of Far, Far Away if he had married Fiona? Yes. And he would have had to give up Duloc, which would have gone to who? His son, Prince fucking Charming. Oh my god.
Or he combines the two kingdoms. Go
Yeah,
you
but
him.
Farquaad, yeah, but Duloc is so far away from Far, Far Away, if that's the point. Far, Far Away is far, far away from everything else.
But how far?
Far. Far, far.
Well, actually, no. If it's far, far away, it would just be far. If it was far, far, far away, it would be far, far away.
I guess. If I upload this video, DreamWorks, contact me. I'll put my email in the description. We can talk about this later.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Prince Charming also supposed to be like the knight that Shrek beat?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. In the second one, he was the knight that went after Fiona. So what if his dad sent him there? His dad, Lord Farquaad, sent him there just in case the other knights failed him. And he was in Far, Far Away with his mother, and that's why it took him so long to get there.
Damn, Mason.
You know?
Based talking about Shrek makes it play better.
Mason's going ham on Shrek.
No, because it's a good idea. And you guys are fucking ignoring me. Oh, this doesn't make any sense. It makes perfect sense.
Well, no, it's not saying that you don't make sense. It's just like trying to explore your reasoning.
My reasoning is perfectly sound. I've given you plenty of reason for it. To build up like, imagine, I'm just gonna take another movie for example. Imagine in Star Wars, right, in the original Star Wars, they didn't introduce Darth Vader till The Empire Strikes Back.
So
And the first movie was
first
just
trilogy.
Palpatine. Yeah, in the original trilogy. Let's say they don't introduce Darth Vader. And then they come in with a bad guy who's dope as fuck. You're like, wait, where did this guy come from? You know? Like,
The fact that you almost just hit that shot is annoying me.
I don't know.
I know what you mean, though.
Like the first
you don't-
Shrek is good, right? It is, but it could have made a more complete trilogy if they had done it this way.
Well, I mean, it's almost been, what, 2 decades since the first one? They're due for
I know,
a reboot.
time to reboot it.
I mean, if Puss in Boots is still getting movies, then...
I know,
Shrek
time
can
to
get a
retcon the first Shrek.
Okay, who voiced Shrek?
It's not Chris Farley.
No kidding.
I don't know.
I feel like a Jack Black Shrek would be good.
No, you got to get the original actor.
Danny.
Every single person needs to come back. 'Cause they're all still alive. You got to utilize a mother here.
Wow.
Hell, you don't even have to remake the entire trilogy. Just remake Shrek, the first Shrek. Put that little shit in at the end. And boom, Bob's your uncle. $1 million. $1 billion. Whatever.
Well, I'd have to look and see how much one animated feature film would cost. Because you'd probably have to gross like $1 billion in sales.
You think if we retcon the first Shrek movie, it wouldn't gross $1 billion in sales?
It would depend on how you retcon it.
I
'Cause
told
people
you,
will die
it's
on
a
the
simple,
hill.
it's a simple fucking post-credit scene. It's like, oh,
It's
Prince
not-
Charming's like, oh, my father wanted me to marry Princess Fiona, and now I can't take over his kingdom because of some monster. Something like that. Boom, done. It's him and Far, Far Away with the fairy godmother, and she's like, oh, you'll be king soon enough, darling. Also, that's another thing. Why are they British and everyone else is English, American? Those are the only 2 British characters in the entire film. Huh? Riddle me that, Batman.
I mean, technically Shrek was supposed to be Scottish.
Yeah, and he wasn't. But he's an ogre. That doesn't count. You know?
He's got layers, though.
Shut the fuck up. You're saying all Scottish people have layers?
Have you seen how they dress in the freaking winter? They got like 5 freaking pieces of wool clothing on.
I'm just saying. I have the perfect idea, and now that I've said this on YouTube, it's my idea.
I'm just gonna freaking upload it to TikTok for you.
Go for it.
No.
It's my voice. I know I technically can't do anything protected under law, but at the same time, I'm sure it's safe if I came up with the idea first. Speaking of Onion, you guys see the Glass Onion movie, the Knives Out sequel?
I
It's pretty good. Not as good as the first Knives Out. Did you guys see Knives Out?
did.
You did not?
I did.
Oh, well, you like it?
It's pretty good.
Yeah. They
I
bring
did
back.
not.
You gotta watch it. It's a good movie. If you like detective movies, it's pretty cool. Pretty good how it meticulously planned out everything is. It's there. My official submission to DreamWorks to retcon Shrek 1 to make it the Charm, and then call it the Charming Trilogy after you retcon Shrek 1. Boom. See, you can sell that shit. Great marketing right there. They use that for the fucking... for Star Wars. The end of the Skywalker trilogy. Even though the Skywalker trilogy was already over, but... different can of worms. It's pretty embarrassing. I scored 4 goals while I was talking about Shrek.